The Epstein files have shaken Britain's political core like never before. In a shocking revelation, an ex-UK envoy openly celebrated Epstein's release from prison, sparking outrage across the nation. And now, the arrest of Peter Mandelson has rocked the halls of power, leaving the corridors of Westminster in turmoil. Sensational emails with sex offender Epstein have triggered a storm that's engulfing the United Kingdom. Former UK ambassador to the United States, Peter Mandelson, has been released on bail after being arrested as part of an investigation linked to alleged misconduct in public office connected to the so-called Epstein files. Police confirmed Mandelson was detained at his North London home on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Authorities are examining alleged communications between the former senior British minister and the disgraced financier. According to reports, some emails allegedly show Epstein asking about rumors surrounding a proposed European Union bailout during the global financial crisis, with Mandelson allegedly responding that an announcement should be tonight. Other messages reportedly reference internal government discussions during his time in cabinet. Mandelson served as business secretary under Gordon Brown, having previously held senior roles under Tony Blair. Investigators are assessing whether any information shared could have been market sensitive. Mandelson had known Epstein since the early 2000s. Their relationship reportedly continued even after Epstein's 2008 conviction for soliciting prostitution from a minor. Messages cited in media reports include informal exchanges following Epstein's release from prison, though Mandelson has not publicly commented on the authenticity of the correspondence. When Epstein was freed, Lord Mandelson seems to write, "How's freedom feeling? She feels fresh, firm, and creamy," Epstein apparently replies, to which Mandelson allegedly comments, "Naughty boy." Despite long-standing questions over the friendship, Prime Minister Keir Starmer appointed Mandelson as ambassador to Washington, a post he held for 9 months before being removed in September. He had been viewed as a senior political operator with deep trade expertise and strong international contacts, including familiarity with U.S. political circles during the presidency of Donald Trump. Peter Mandelson, along with Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the former Prince Andrew, is suspected of improperly passing UK government information to Jeffrey Epstein. According to reports, the files released in January contained more explosive revelations about Mandelson's ties to Epstein, whom he once called "my best pal." Mandelson's arrest came 4 days after Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested in a separate case on suspicion of a similar offense related to his friendship with Epstein. He was released after 11 hours in custody while the police investigation continues. The UK government is facing fresh calls to release official documents tied to the past appointment of former royal Prince Andrew, born Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, as trade envoy. The demand comes just hours after a senior political figure was questioned by police as part of the widening fallout from the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. The Liberal Democrats have tabled a motion in Parliament known as a humble address aimed at forcing the government to publish vetting documents related to Andrew's role as UK trade envoy, a position he held from 2001 to 2011. The government is preparing to release a first batch of documents in early March related to his 2024 appointment as ambassador to Washington. The same parliamentary mechanism, a humble address, was successfully used earlier this month to compel Prime Minister Keir Starmer to release records tied to Mandelson's appointment. Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson confirmed the government will push ahead with publishing the Mandelson documents, despite his recent arrest. Starmer has publicly apologized to victims of Epstein, admitting serious concerns over Mandelson's appointment and accusing the former envoy of misleading officials about the extent of his relationship with the convicted financier.
The victims of Epstein have lived with trauma that most of us can barely comprehend, and they've had to relive it again and again. They have seen accountability delayed and too often denied. To them, I want to say this: I am sorry. Sorry for what was done to you. Sorry that so many people with power failed you. Sorry for having believed Mandelson's lies and appointed him. And sorry that even now, you're forced to watch this story unfold in public once again. And in recent days, serious allegations and serious evidence has emerged concerning Mandelson's conduct, including his relationship with Epstein, a convicted sex offender. It had been publicly known for some time that Mandelson knew Epstein, but none of us knew the depth and the darkness of that relationship. What has come to light has raised serious questions. Information that was not known at the time of his appointment. Before he was appointed ambassador, Mandelson was asked directly about the nature of his relationship with Epstein. He was asked whether he had stayed at Epstein after his conviction. And when, later, further information came to light, he was asked whether he had accepted gifts and hospitality, about whether he had been fully transparent about the relationship. The information now available makes clear that the answers he gave were lies. He portrayed Epstein as someone he barely knew. And when that became clear, and it was not true, I sacked him. Such deceit is incompatible with public service. Let me be clear, no one is above accountability. And no one, however well connected, however experienced, however senior, should hold public office if they cannot meet the basic test of honesty. I also want to address the publication of the information Mandelson provided during the appointment process. I understand the strength of public feeling. I share the anger that people feel when powerful individuals appear to escape scrutiny. And I want to be able to release those documents as quickly as possible. I wanted to release them yesterday, in fact, and to talk about them at Prime Minister's questions. But the police have advised that releasing certain information now could risk prejudicing a future investigation or legal process. And however frustrating from my personal point of view that is, and it is, I will not take any step, however politically tempting, however popular, that risks justice for victims. Because this is not and must never become a political game.
Now, as investigators dig deep into the Epstein files and dissect every shocking communication, a cloud of suspicion hangs over one of Britain's most powerful political figures. For Peter Mandelson, once a towering force in labor politics and the world of international diplomacy, The spotlight has returned, this time under the harsh glare of a criminal investigation. The inquiry is far from over, and the nation watches, spellbound, as the scandal unfolds.